now tuning with your favorite host. It's CONVO with Mr. CINO Show. Bring you the latest on the gossip and more. Creating innovative new opportunity. Reliable source to providing info like a news feed. Interviews up close and personal. With high topics, entertainment and how you want it for more. Creator comes on a whole different note. Motivating, building up our future with hope. Right here on your number one show. You hear it first like never before. The conversation inspirational. CONVO with CINO. You now tuning with your favorite host. Right here on your number one show. CONVO with CINO. You hear it first here like never before. The conversation inspirational. CONVO with CINO. You now tuning with your favorite host. Right here on your number one show. CONVO with CINO.
What's up, family? It's your man, Corey Williams, checking in for another fire episode of CONVO with CINO. And before we get started, and this is a special episode, y'all, I'm excited about this. But before we get started, I need you to hit that like and subscribe button, share it, like, comment. You don't want to miss none of this episode because my guest today is a good friend of mine, good brother, out here doing some amazing things. He's no stranger to CONVO with CINO. My second time having him on, but we're going to talk about some things that he has going on in the city of Gary. And I'm telling you right now, Gary is on fire. Shout out to the whole city of Gary, Mayor Eddie Milton, the whole crew, just doing some amazing things. But my guest today is no stranger to this platform. The last time we spoke, he gave us raw and powerful testimony about surviving a stroke, rediscovering purpose through faith, family, and fashion. He's the man behind the lens, but also the front of the movement to inspire, to create, and to give back. He's a photographer, a fashion show producer, and the founder of Pressure on the Runway, a fashion experience rooted in awareness and action. So let me bring on my guest. That was one of them Club Shay intros. What's up, my brother? Welcome back to CONVO with CINO.
Blessings, brother. How are you?
Man, I am blessed, brother. Blessed, man. What's going on, man? Tell the people who you are and what you got going on, man.
Well, my name is Scott. I'm known. I don't actually have a name anymore. Everyone calls me Pro Focus. I am the founder and the producer of the Focused on Fashion Pressure on the Runway fashion show.
Gotcha. Now, so welcome back, man. So since the last time we chopped it up, I know it's been a while. That was was that the second show that we did that before your second show?
That was actually when we interviewed, that was the second show. And right now we are on our third.
Okay.
Our third show. Yes,
okay. Sir. So since then, man, what's been going on since the last time we, chopped it up?
Well, the show has grown in a magnitude that I honestly never would have believed, but it's grown leaps and bounds. It's now gaining national media exposure, which is something I owe to CONVO with CINO and to everyone else that's playing a part with this. I say you, CONVO with CINO, because our interview took on other people to want to be a part of the media platform. And I thank you for that, and I appreciate that, brother, so much. Thank you.
Man, and thank you for, coming back, man, to share, and thank you for reaching back. You've been really showing me a lot of love in the platform, man, so I appreciate you and how you get down. So let's talk about the event, man. I think we got the flyer. Let's pull up the flyer real quick. And so where's the event going to be?
It's going to be at Indiana University Northwest at their main stage theater. We've done the show there now consecutively for 3 consecutive shows. We've done it there. And my reason and my choice for having it there is because of the way the seating is done. It's not a bad seat in the house. It's a beautiful stage, beautiful lighting. Their backstage, as far as the models getting prepared, is amazing. And it's a place when you walk in, you feel like you're at an orchestra. You feel like you've paid for something that is worth the value of what you paid for.
Yeah. I mean, I think we got a clip too, man. We got a clip, man. Let's get into this clip. so we can really see how you do things, how you do the fashion on the runway.
Yes, sir.
Force. In your son Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Man, this clip says a lot. I got a lot of questions just from this clip, bro.
Yes, sir.
First of all, how do you feel about watching that? How do you feel?
It's emotional because it takes so much to put a production of that size together. It takes a lot of help, a lot of pulling together. Ashley Simone, which has been my director for the show over several years now, which has done an amazing job far as showcasing the show, getting the models prepared, make sure backstage is in order. But to be the producer of a show of that magnitude, it's something that takes a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to do.
Yeah. Man, um, man, I got a lot of questions. Uh,
I'm ready.
you start out really, as a man of faith. You start out as a man of faith. Tell us a little bit about your faith journey.
Well, my faith journey, it began when I was younger, probably about maybe 11 or 12 years old. But at that point in age, I did a lot of backsliding. I did a lot of seeking out for God, but didn't know how to speak to Him, didn't know how to pray, didn't know how to fully involve Him in my life. And when I came to the city of Gary, I truly found God here.
Wow.
And I say that because I found my wife.
Mm.
And when my
So when a
spouse,
man find a
sorry,
wife, he found a good thing, right?
oh, it's truly, truly a blessing. So my wife encouraged me to build a stronger faith-based relationship with God. And I owe that so much to Jacqueline Scott. And I'm going to say that name out loudly. And anybody that knows me knows how much I love my wife.
Oh yeah, we
I
know.
I
We know.
broadcasted, I shouted from the
Shout
rooftops.
out to Jacqueline, man. Shout out to
No,
the man.
yeah, yeah, no lie. And I say that because when I suffered the tragedy, a lot of people that were there.
And what tragedy is that for those who don't know your backstory?
So 5 years ago today, which is the reason I wanted to be on your show today,
Wow.
this exact date 5 years ago, I suffered a very harsh and tragic stroke, which took the ability of the movement of my body, which took the ability of me talking correctly, walking correctly. And through an amazing medical team, through prayers, through my wife, through my sister, shout out to Brenda. Brenda was my encouragement through it all because my sister's a nurse. So she was there to help me, to let me know this is going to go this way, this is going to go that way. Jacqueline helped me with my therapy. My medical team helped me with my recovery. So I went through tragedy and a rebuilding within the city of Gary.
Wow. Wow. Um, and there's a, I mean, and you really have a passion for Gary, and you've been doing this. So you were doing this previous mayors, and you've been, pre Eddie Milton.
Yes, sir.
What's the vibe like now? That we have this new mayor, this new focus, this new energy, this new revitalization in the city of Gary. What's the vibe and energy like this year compared to previous years?
This year, the city feels so beautiful. There's a beautiful feeling within the city of Gary when you walk the streets, when you go places, when people say hello. I believe that Eddie Milton located a diamond in the rough, and he came into a city as a rebuilder. He knew he had his plate full, he knew he had his work cut out for him, but he was truly up for the challenge. And I think he's turned something that was rough around the edges into something that's extremely beautiful.
Yeah.
Shout out to Eddie Milton. Great job.
Man, shout out to
Great
Eddie
job.
Milton. Um, so, man, amazing story, amazing journey. And for those, if you haven't seen our other episode, make sure you go back and watch that. We get detailed into, Pro Focus's story. But today we want to focus on his upcoming event. And but getting back to that, man, where do you find all these people, man? Because I thought I knew a lot of people, in Gary, in the city. Where do you find these models, your help, your staff, the volunteers? Where do you find all these people, man? Because
I gotta I gotta back up for 1 second and go back
okay,
to Eddie Milton.
okay,
We always speak the name of Eddie Milton, and Eddie Milton has something that I have. He has an amazing wife pushing him.
mm,
Shout out to Crystal Milton. She
man,
pushes this man to be great. And every time we speak Eddie's name. And it's great that we do that, but we gotta know that every great man has a great woman
yeah,
beside, not behind him, but beside him.
yeah,
And
yeah,
this man's success is because they are one and they're working together.
yeah. No, you're
I'm
right.
sorry, I had to go back to that. I had
No,
to go
no, no,
back to
no,
that.
no, no. I mean, because like you said, a lot of times the spouses, they don't get, that credit. The people it's like a boat, a yacht. The yacht is beautiful, or a boat is sailing, but what helps that boat is the wind.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I'm saying? So the
Yes,
wind
sir.
never gets the credit of the sail. We just see the beautiful sail, but if it ain't no wind, it's hard to get that boat rowing. You going, you
Correct.
know what I'm saying?
Correct. Correct.
So shout out to the wives, and it's a blessing, man. Again, when man finds a wife, he finds a good thing, and he gets favor, with God, man. So appreciate that, man. Absolutely.
So back
So
to your original question, sir.
yeah,
You
where you get
asked.
all these people from?
So what I do is before every show, I put on 3 castings. I put on a Gary casting. I put on a local casting right within the city. I put on a children's casting for children. I put on an adult casting. I went down to Indianapolis and I put on a casting there as well. So I
Yeah,
search out to bring in new faces every show. But I get emails and I get requests for some models that people want to see again. So what I'll do is in every one of those shows, I'll pull from this city, from that city, from this state, from that state. We have people that are driving into our Gary, Indiana shows that are 5, 6, flying in 10 hours away from us.
wow,
And they want to be a part of what we are building right in the city of Gary. So when the audience comes out, I get that same question, sir. Where are you finding these models? Do they live in Gary? We have some amazing talent right in our city.
yeah,
Shout out to an amazing model right within the city of Gary, Asha Storm. Amazing model, doing amazing things, starting a school right within the city of Gary to teach people
wow,
how to model. So I want to pull everything from within the city of Gary and abroad. So my ultimate goal is to build a Gary Fashion Week. For me to be able to do that, I had to go out and network with other people in other places for them to know how great our city is. Because you hear the negative things about Gary, but nobody's broadcasting how great this city is.
wow. Well, you are definitely broadcasting, my brother. Um, let's do this real quick. Let's cut to a commercial, and then we're gonna come back, man, because I want to get into really the how do you put this thing all together. I want to see how it comes together, man. So let's cut real quick for a commercial. We'll be right back, y'all.
CONVO with CINO would like to thank Midwest Custom Print specializes in helping small businesses and corporations' digital and print branding come to life. www.midwestcustomprint.com. You think it, we create it. Welcome. I'm Corey S. Williams, an executive director at Legal Shield, dedicated to providing families and businesses with affordable access to the expertise of attorneys. But my journey doesn't stop at just legal services. I'm here to empower individuals, transform lives, and shape futures. Get access to a nationwide network of law firms for only $29 a month for you and your family. Go to www.cinolc.com and click Legal Services to sign up today. If you're looking to advertise, sponsor, or be a guest on CONVO with CINO to talk about your business or event, or you have a powerful story or testimony, email info@convowithcino.com or visit www.convowithcino.com.
Man, so behind the scenes, man, what does it take? I mean, so you do the casting calls, you do this. What about the team that really, helps out? I seen K Caesar. I know you got, your DJs. How do your staff, people get your wardrobe, makeup? I mean, what does it really take, man? The energy, the time, because you do these quite like it seems like it's like back to back. So what type of energy and tell us about your team and just the background of putting something like this together?
Well, my goal when I brought on bringing something to the city of Gary, I wanted to be a little bit more than just your fashion show where you get a couple models on the stage, they walk around, they show their walk, show's over and done. I wanted to put on a full production. That was my goal, where basically it takes a team. Ashley Simone, DJ All Out, K Caesar, my wife, my sister, my pastor. Shout out to Pastor Boone. I have built a team around this event where people feel like they're getting more than what they're paying for. I make
Mm,
my seats affordable where anyone can afford to be a part of this event.
mm,
I wanted to put it at a price budget where it wouldn't hurt anyone to be there, where everyone felt like they were in a celebrity event. I have a red carpet that basically this year will be basically an amazing red carpet. I have a surprise host for the red carpet. And I wanted this event to be amazing. You know what? I'm not going to even hold it. This year, I have Chelsea Whittington as my red carpet host. And I don't know if you guys know about her, but she is full of energy. She's full of
shout out to
spark.
Chelsea. Yeah.
Yeah, she's full of spunk. I was gonna hold that as a surprise, but I'm not gonna hold that in. She does an amazing job, and she's gonna be the one that when you walk in, you're gonna feel like you're at the great.
Uh-oh. Focus. We lost you, bro. Shout out to Chelsea, man. Chelsea Winnington. Shout out to her husband doing some great things. Scott, we lost you, my brother. We lost your visual. Um, let's do this. And we also got, some of the coldest DJs in the city of Gary. Shout out to DJ All Out, DJ K Caesar for Pressure on the Runway. Meet the DJs, y'all. I'm telling you, we got some of the best DJs around. So I'm definitely looking forward. Hosted we got supermodels, Ashley Simone, just doing some amazing things. So I am excited about this event. It's September 27th in Gary at Indiana University. So you do not want to miss this. So yeah, man, I'm excited. So we just waiting on Pro Focus to get back on. Actually, let's cut to a commercial. Let's cut to a commercial real quick while we get them. Okay, there you go.
I got no audio. I can't hear you.
You can't give us a minute. Let me see. You can't hear me? Mic check, mic check. Can you hear me? All right, we lost you, brother. You back? Hit the mute button. You see the little mic button? Mic check, mic check. All right, while we do that, we're going to cut to another commercial. Let's go.
Welcome to the world of CONVO with CINO. Prepare to be captivated by the electric energy of CONVO with CINO. Get ready for exhilarating interviews that put the spotlight on visionary business owners and trailblazing entrepreneurs across the realms of finance, fashion, fitness, and beyond.
Yeah. So make sure you subscribe. Can you hear me now, Pro Focus?
There we go. Gotcha.
All right. Okay. We got two of you. All right. Three. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right, man. So that's good, man. So you got the production, you got the backstab. What goes into actually promoting? And I know this is, kind of what you're doing, but we've been seeing you all over the news, interviews like this. I mean, what goes on into actually advertising and marketing an event like this?
Oh, it takes a lot of auto posting. So you have to have your system set up where promos are going out on a daily basis. Where basically I have an amazing team behind the promo side that's putting out flyers, they're putting up posters.
You even got you got a billboard?
I think I have about 4 billboards out throughout the city of Gary.
Wow.
So if you see a
So
billboard,
this ain't no secret. This ain't no secret.
No, It's it's crazy. I think I have probably about 4 billboards. I'm even in restaurant restrooms. So it's like I want people to know about this show, and I want people to come out, and I want people to attend and see the greatness that has taken place right in the city of Gary.
Wow, man. So you got the red carpet. You got tell us about some things that's going to happen in the show. Why should people come to this show? What's
So
without spoiling everything, but what should we expect?
the key thing that was a big part of this event was I partnered with Community Health Network, which
Okay,
is Dr. Janet Seabrook. My
got you.
reason for doing that is I wanted to have a strong health presence at this event. And with community health being a major key player in the event, it was so simple to have a health piece with this. So to go back to your story of what can people expect, the unexpected,
Hmm.
the unexpected. Um, you can expect every moment to be on the edge of your seat where you're not gonna know what's gonna happen next.
Hmm.
This is going to be probably one of the greatest and the biggest shows that I've ever produced. It will be.
Deep, bro. That's deep.
Oh,
Hold on, I gotta
it will
drop
be.
the bomb for that one. I gotta drop the bomb, man. Man, I'm getting chills, bro. I'm getting chills as you, cause I know you, and I know that mine is just
One of the greatest things that occurred was I was contacted by Ed Hollis, which is a world renowned Michael Jackson impersonator.
okay.
And he said, I want to be a part. And I said, okay, on what level? He said, I want to perform. And I never knew that Ed Hollis was right from the city of Gary.
Wow,
This gentleman's in Vegas, all over the world performing. And for you to contact me and reach out to me and says, I want to be a part, that amazed me. I was so happy about it.
wow.
Um, I have Slick J. Adams, an amazing performer from Chicago that writes
Yeah,
music that everyone knows.
yeah.
He's performing. I
Wow,
have a fashion designer that puts on a full production show within his walk. Within a matter of minutes, this gentleman will take you from leaps and turns. I have local designers that are right here from the city of Gary. Shout out to MJ Boutique. Shout out to Always Summer. Shout out to Self Made, Tucci Alexander, just to name a few. These are people that are right from our city of Gary that are so enthused about what we're building here. I
man.
have received so much love from abroad and everywhere that it's pushing me every year to make it greater and greater and greater. It's like the city of Gary has me on a Red Bull for them to live better, have better events, better shows, give them wellness, learn from my tragedy. And I'm so enthused about what's going on here. I promise you, it's like, it's a drive. It's a drive.
Man, bro, you got me pumped up, man. First of all, I want to just give another shout out to your wife for actually, Jacqueline, for stealing you from Chicago and bringing you together. Even though I know you still, that's home, but thanks, Jackie,
You,
because he
you
could have
know
been
my
doing this
slogan.
somewhere in Chicago. What's that?
My slogan is Chicago raised me. Gary made me. That is my slogan, and I live by it. I, Gary helped me create the best version of myself that I've ever been.
Man,
It did. It did. I sometimes look in the mirror and I do not recognize myself.
wow.
I don't, because I know the person I used to be and the person that God has made me now, all that has to do with where I live. because I wouldn't have found God the way that I have him now if I would have never relocated to the city of Gary.
Man. Well, you know, in real estate, they say it's all about location, location, location. So,
And
man,
it's crazy
we
you say real
appreciate.
estate. You understand that real estate is my full-time career. I'm in real estate and I work for an amazing company that has allowed me the ability to be able to give people great homes, provide them with places to live, and also do that right from the city of Gary.
Man, you just winning all the way around. Let me see. Supportive man, beautiful, supportive wife, great career, a fashion show producer. What can we expect? Let me ask you this, man. And we could wrap up. But what have you learned from going into this event? What's some of the biggest takeaways from previous events? That's kind of leading you now. Like, what have you taken away from previous events and applied to this upcoming event?
The ability to change people's lives from the models that walk the runway to every person that sits in those seats. I want every person to be left with something that's life changing, whether it be for them to want to be an inspiring model or them to want to talk to their husband about taking better care of themselves, or just all around giving someone a great feeling of love and compassion.
Yeah. Well, man, you have definitely done that, man. Let's bring up the flyer one more time. I want you to promote this as if somebody had never seen or never heard of this event. Let's go, man. Promote this event, man. Let's get it.
On September the 27th, I want you to be prepared for one of the most breathtaking shows you've ever seen. This show will take place rain, sleet, or snow on September the 27th at IUN, Indiana University Northwest at their main stage theater. You can get tickets on Eventbrite. You can go to getfocusedonfashion.com. If you are within the city of Gary, there is a team that will come to your home and deliver your tickets to your front door. We want everyone to be there. If you have no way of being there, we're going to make sure you have a way to get there. We want you to be at this show. We want everyone from all around to come out and see the greatness within the city of Gary. Was that good?
Hey, man, drop the mic, brother. Drop the mic.
Brother,
Man,
thank you so much. And I'm so appreciative for every single time. And I still got a great, great gift you gave me a while back that I've never opened, that I'm still holding on to. And I appreciate you for your greatness and what you're building and the network you're building and how you're allowing people to have a platform to showcase their abilities, brother. I truly wholeheartedly appreciate that.
Man, I appreciate you, brother. From the first time I reached out to you, you just been and we, just connected. And that's why I do this show. It's not about me, it's about the relationships, and it's about, getting the word out and being impactful for other, business owners, entrepreneurs, people with, testimonies that need to be heard by the masses, man. So I'm just a tool, a vessel. You guys make this thing, you guys are the win. You know what I'm saying? And so I appreciate you, my brother. Any last words? I know you just dropped the mic, but anything, you want to share before we end?
I want to tell people, if you're watching this, follow, subscribe. Convo with CINO is building something great. He's giving the locals, the nationals, a platform. Follow, subscribe. Follow, subscribe. I am giving you your flowers now. I don't want to wait until a t-shirt comes out or to I get a message on social media where you're no longer with us. I
Yeah.
want you to get the well-deserved flowers because you're still here. I live by the notion of iron sharpens iron, and me and you having this conversation, we are keeping each other sharp as men. We don't have these conversations. We don't talk about health. We don't talk about wellness because we're ashamed of it.
Yeah.
I was in an interview the other day, and they asked me, sir, they said, why did you not want to go to the hospital? And it took someone to tell me that and find out I was afraid to go to the hospital because the last time I saw my mother alive was in the hospital. And I
Mm,
never knew that I developed PTSD of me seeing my mom right before she passed away and me not wanting to go back to a hospital because I was afraid that if I went, I wasn't going to be alive anymore.
mm.
And as men, if we don't talk about those things, we will never know they're a problem. So thank you. Thank you. And thank you, brother. I appreciate you.
No, man. And that PT, a lot of people think, PTSD is just people in the army or people, it's a
No, sir.
military thing. But I'm talking about if you've had an accident, you're gonna be always nervous. If you had anything that tragic happen, even relationship, dating, whatever, anything that hurt you, you're gonna have that PTSD, man. And so I believe in mental health. I believe in therapy. I believe in, seeking help. I don't care. As men, like you said, man, we gotta, it all starts up here, here and here. And then it
Yes,
comes
sir.
out here, in
Yes,
our
sir.
hand, what we produce. And so,
Yes, sir.
and so you're producing good fruit. And so that's why you're having so much success
Speak it,
because
brother. Speak
your
it. Speak it.
your mind is producing, it's creating good fruit, man, good seed. And you're in a city now with fertile ground, man. So, man, don't get me preaching, man.
The doors of the church are open.
Man, and to God be the glory, man. To
Yes,
God
sir.
be the
Yes,
glory,
sir.
man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, man. And shout out to my brother 22 behind the scenes working this thing, man. My program enhancement coordinator. Definitely, man. He's the one that he's my win right now. He the win the Convo with CINO live every Wednesday. And of course, this is a special edition. Had to break the moment, break what I had going on to chop it up because this event is just that important that we had to have a special episode just to recognize you and give you your flowers, my brother. So shout out to everybody, man. KC's All Out, Chelsea, Ashley, Simone, all your sponsors, Pro Focus. How your man doing? Your other partner who's
Carl Ray.
Carl, my brother Carl.
Carl
Shout
Ray.
out to Carl,
Carl
man.
Ray.
Shout
Carl
out
Ray.
to Carl.
So Carl is doing amazing. So Carl is now turned from still doing photography, but he's now an amazing music producer that is producing some phenomenal music. And Carl has always been a part of what I'm building. That's my best friend. It gets no better than that. But he's
Yeah,
always been a part of what I'm building. And to have an amazing friend by your side that basically stuck through with me through me suffering, where a lot of people just distance himself. Oh, he's not walking right. He's not the same person. So a lot of people that went through the tragedy with me are still on board and still around me and still pushing me to get better and better.
that's what's up, man. Shout out to my brother Carl. Man, I had a good time, man, filming the first time and had a great time this time, man. So, hey, guys, you've been tuned in to another episode of Convo with CINO. It's your man, Corey Williams, Pro Focus in the building. Don't miss the event, September 27th. And keep tuning in, keep subscribing, keep liking, keep commenting. It's your man, Corey Williams. Convo with CINO. We out. See you next time. Peace.
Now tune in with your favorite host. It's Convo with Mr. CINO Show. Bring you the latest on the gossip and more. Creating innovative new opportunity. Reliable source to provide info like a news feed. Interviews up close and personal.